Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video. Today, well, we are at the Circus Center. We are parked outside waiting to go in because I showed up a little bit too early for my session. But I'm going to talk to you guys about how my life has changed and how my finances have changed since I started doing delivery driving. So I actually started doing delivery driving about 3.5 years ago, and it was around the same time that I started my businesses. One being like my main objective was I wanted to put most of my focus on the business. And for the last 8 years before that, every year I would go and I would perform stunt shows, usually in Ohio at Cedar Point, and then I would go and for the rest of the year I'd have to try to find a job, and I would do either I was a waiter at BJ's restaurant for a couple years, or I did a lot of other random jobs, but then most of the time I was a personal trainer most of the years, but that was always a part-time gig. And then I also worked for the company called Razor, which is a big billion-dollar outdoor sports toy company that makes scooters. I worked for Razor for a few years. After working with them, basically they kind of came to the ultimatum, I can't just keep taking off for the summer. And then I needed to find a part, once I ended up quitting there, I decided to move to Las Vegas after I started my own show because, for one, rent and pricing of everything in Vegas is so much cheaper, and two, I needed a place to put my stage, which is a gigantic tramp wall, ramps. It looks like we have a skate park in the backyard with a trampoline gym basically. So I needed a place to put that, and I needed to be able to afford a big place. So basically, long story short, once I moved here, I got a job right away as a social media person. That didn't work out, and I didn't really like working for someone else, and it just was not working out. And I wanted to put I noticed as soon as I started working for them, I stopped putting my focus into my business, because by the time I got done with the day, I was like, I don't want to work and call other people and try to sell my show and stuff. So what I did was I signed up for Postmates, and someone told me yeah, you should sign up for Postmates. I don't really want to drive my nice sports car that I bought around too much. But I did, and it was actually really fun. I wouldn't say it was fun. Postmates was a shit show the first year, because when I first signed up, they would not tell you where you were going to deliver or anything. They would just tell you where the restaurant was. So you had no idea what you're getting into. And a lot of times you would pick up the order, and then you find out that you have to drive to the Strip, or sometimes it would tell you a place that's completely on the other side of Las Vegas, and it's oh great, what did I get myself into? So I really struggled to make enough money to pay my bills the first year when I was doing Postmates. But it did, the good part about it was it did let me put most of my focus onto my business. And I actually started a footwear company, which is still my footwear company today. It's Off Axis Footwear. If you guys want to check out our clothing and footwear line, it's offaxisacrobatics.com. Use discount code OFFAXISTANNER for 30% off. Anyway, so when I started my footwear line, I was still doing the Postmates and stuff, but I still needed to focus most of my time on my business, because if you don't, then obviously the business is never going to grow, and you need to gain some momentum for this thing to actually start working. Anyway, so regardless that I was barely able to make enough money to pay my bills, which is absolutely true. I would literally Postmate all day long. Postmates is the worst app by far, for sure. I barely made $70 a day. And then after about a year of doing that, I ended up booking shows. I left and came back 4 months later. I booked a show, a whole tour with my show. Came back to Las Vegas. In the wintertime, it's usually hard to book live shows. That is for sure. So I basically got lucky enough that Doordash finally hired me, because I signed up for Doordash originally too, and they said I had to be put on this wait list, and it took literally an entire year for them to approve me. Then I got approved, and I was like, oh, this is kind of exciting, I wonder if Doordash is any different than Postmates. And originally when Doordash first started, they would give you $7 for every single order, no matter what. And I was like, damn, this is cool, that's literally double what Postmates was giving me. And it was originally Postmates was giving me $4 per order, and then they moved it down to $3 an order. I was like, Jesus, you're already paying not enough, and then you're gonna lower it? That's by 25%. That's messed up. Anyway, so I started driving for Doordash. Doordash was really easy to make $70 a day, like extremely easy. Because if you get an order at the time, if you get an order that was like a mile, you were making $7 no matter what. They had like this cap at $7 no matter what you would make. Eventually they switched it, and now they give you like, you can get the $3 orders and stuff, but they're still upfront and honest about it. But anyway, so the way my life has changed since I started driving is like I've really been able to build up my businesses. In the first year when I was doing Postmates, I actually made this video called Postmates Cheat Codes. Some of you guys may have seen it, but I spent, before this video, I'd spent 3 years making a video almost every single day on YouTube, and they were all action sports related, like extreme sports stuff, me and my friends jumping off cliffs and that kind of stuff. None of the videos took off. None of them paid me a single dollar or anything. And my whole goal was to be a full-time YouTuber because I enjoy making videos, and I saw it as like an escape to where I could make money wherever I went. And anyways, 3 years go by, didn't make any money. Make this Postmates Cheat Codes video where I just literally gave everyone the best tips that I possibly could on how to make money. And boom, a couple months later, Postmates or Doordash, YouTube tells me like, hey, you're making $100 a month off this video. Sign up for Google Ads so you can get paid. Blah blah blah. Sign up. Now I have like a secondary income, and somehow, of course, like any logical person, when you find out you're making $100 a month off this Postmates video, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna make a bunch of Postmates videos. And now, like, don't think that it's that easy, because like I had already built up like a YouTube channel. Like, you're not gonna just make a Postmates video. And most statistically, I put out a video every single day dealing with DoorDash and all these things, and most of the videos don't pay me at all. But like they pay it like a couple bucks. But anyways, so now somehow I've turned into the guy that posts delivery videos every day, and my life has changed so much that like I've been able to really focus on my businesses, and my businesses have grown simultaneously with my YouTube channel, which has significantly grown and is always growing. Thank you guys for all watching, viewing, and subscribing, and also smash the like button if you enjoy my channel at all. But basically, like, given the freedom that you have while doing delivery driving, like, I've been able to grow my other assets so much, and I would not have been able to do it if it was not for delivery driving, and frankly mostly just DoorDash. Because if I had to do Postmates for another year, I don't think I would have done it. I really don't. It was just way too much driving, not enough money, way too much wasting time, and frankly I hate to be that guy, but I really don't do Postmates anymore. I still make videos on Postmates, but the only time I ever do Postmates is if I'm like doing an accessory to DoorDash or something. If I'm already got an order and then I get a Postmates order on the way, and most of the time I don't even really sign in, because DoorDash, it just makes it so much simpler, and they give you like an honest pay model. Like, you know, they tell you right up front how much you're gonna make. So that's basically how my life has changed. I've somehow become like a guy that makes delivery videos on YouTube. Last thing I would have ever expected, but I actually, like, anytime I see in the comments below, like, people telling me that I've helped them out and I've helped them make more money, like, that's so rewarding to me that's why I continue to do it. Because originally I started YouTube to do personal training, basically, like fitness advice and nutrition and like supplementation and all that stuff, because I was a trainer for years, and that was my original reason for starting YouTube, was to help people get into shape. And now it's changed, obviously. Like, I'm mostly still helping people out, but now I am helping people gain financial freedom in a sense, because I truly do think that driving for like Postmates and delivery apps and these kind of things, they're more of like the entrepreneur kind of realm, and like you are given like opportunities to create businesses on the side and like work on multiple things at once, and just like it doesn't take that long to make your daily minimum. And you should set a daily minimum, like how much money do you need to make per day to keep your ship afloat, you know? Like, for me, I gotta make at least $2,000 a month, otherwise I'm not gonna pay my bills. And generally I make more than that, but like not all on Postmates or DoorDash. It just gives me the option to always make money, you know? Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I just really enjoy the fact that I can make money whenever I want, wherever I go. DoorDash will always let me sign in, so shout out to DoorDash. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for all viewing my channel. Sorry if today's video was boring, but if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button because it helps out my channel a lot. And check out our footwear line. These are the blue shoes, actually. This is probably my favorite color. These are called the Off-Axis Ninjas. They're essentially acrobatic shoes, but they're great for hiking, anything outdoors, anything if you're gonna be active. They are a barefoot sole, so you can literally scrunch up the whole shoe. And there's just a thin layer that's super grippy on the bottom, and it really helps out for like strengthening your feet and all kinds of stuff. And I wear them wherever I go, and my arches on my feet went from being flat to like nice and curved, and like just because of the strength and mobility that your foot has. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace.